Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort, snort. Code. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip.
Let's talk. First of all, it is official. The support streak of 20 straight streams ended last night. I'm not surprised. With the insane amount of support that came out during the Fight and Feast Marathon on Sunday, it was definitely going to be ending at some point soon. And what's funny about that is, yesterday, on the main gameplay stream, which was Star Wars, it continued, and it had nothing to do with Jinx. Jinx was the person who had started this streak, was coming in with giant tips almost every stream. And I would say maybe out of the 20 straight streams we did, probably about 17 of those streams were championed by him, while there was probably 3 or 4 streams that were everyone else, and he wasn't really involved. But definitely during the Fight and Feast, oh my freaking god, he massively supported that stream in such a huge way. He was gifting memberships, he was doing ginormous tips to get me to drink shots of tequila and everything. And of course, that was kind of like the Hail Mary, and he got tapped out, and he even said yesterday, yeah, I'm not going to be contributing anymore at this point, I'm tapped out. And we still hit the goal on the first stream, which was absolutely amazing, alright? But then finally last night, as we were playing Oblivion, it finally cooled down. Still had a great stream. We still had good attendance, good engagement, decent support. We had good super chats, some memberships. But the tips finally calmed down. And we did not hit any of the goals of the tips last night, which is perfectly fine. And finally the streak came to an end. So now the good thing is, thank you. Because here's the thing. There's people who always want to be up in my personal business. And immediately when the streak started, oh my god, where's all that money going and what's this going? First of all, it's no one's business. Absolutely no one's business whatsoever where any money goes that I make on this stream. Alright? I could be spending it for great things. I could be spending it for frivolous things. I could be donating it to charity, or I could be fronting it to a drug ring out in Brazil. It's none of anyone's business. It doesn't matter. And you have no right to ask what anyone does with any money that they make on a stream. It's none of your fucking business. So even by asking that, you're breaking the rules of the stream. And if I see people talking about that kind of crap in my chat, you will receive a permanent ban. Just so you know. It's none of your business whatsoever. Now, some people have already started to say things like, well, we'll Phil buy a new PC, and we'll Phil do this, and we'll Phil do that. Alright, I'll give you a little bit of transparency as much as I can without essentially getting too personal, alright? The good news is, I now have a little bit of a surplus, because this has been, a week and a half, essentially, of over-the-top support. By the way, on my normal streams, I would still get good support, but this is just above and beyond that, okay? So I have a little bit of a surplus. Already, I can tell you, I put some of that towards monthly bills, where I paid forward a little bit more on some bills, to kind of clear me and get me a little bit in a better position. Alright, so that's number one. That already some of it's gone to very important things. I do have a little bit of a surplus that I'm purposefully saving. That way, if something happens, let's say for example, oh my god, there's my car breaks down, or a piece of equipment breaks, or something goes wrong, and I need some money to do something, I have it. That is the pitfall of having basically little to no credit, is, having a bankruptcy many years ago, that, I don't have the same abilities as everybody else. I don't have just money to charge or spend on a whim, but now I'll have a little bit of extra, which is nice. It's nice to have that flexibility. This will also take a little bit of pressure off of the next several months when I'm going to start buying lots of new games and everything. It won't be really a concern that I have to invest that money back into the business because I have that flexibility. But the truth is, I don't need to be telling you this. I really don't. It's literally none of anyone's business what any content creator or streamer does with the money that they've raised. It's just that people on the internet are scumbags to me. They've made so many things up about me and said so many nonsensical things about me that are complete bullshit, or based, again, on a nugget of truth that they turn into an insane conspiracy with no factual substantiation, that people will literally question every little thing I do. Like, for example, if today I was going to play Zelda, and I picked up my controller, and you noticed it's a white controller, people would be like, wait a minute, what's that? He didn't have that controller before. He had a black Pro controller. Why is he playing with a white controller? Where did he get it from? How much was it? Where was the money spent? You see what I mean? It's insane. These people are fucking nuts. That's not normal behavior. That's obsessive behavior in a very toxic way, and this is what I deal with every day of my life. So please understand, that's why I don't reveal more about my personal life. That's why I don't do house tours. That's why I don't do all this shit. These people are actually crazy and have latched themselves onto me in a very negative way in order to propagate that crazy conspiracy and toxicity. Okay? So, absolutely not. I'm not telling you everything I'm doing with anything that I raised there in that week and a half of amazing support. But, you know, was it enough to completely change my life? No. This is a week and a half of a little bit of extra support every day, essentially, which is nice and will help in the long term, but it's certainly not something that's, oh my God, it blew me, and now it feels completely good forever. No, that's not the case, you know? Just like anything, I'm going to stream every day, and I'm going to have goals, and I'm going to hope to hit those goals, and if I don't hit them, yeah, if I don't hit them several days in a row, it hurts. It hurts to not be raising the goals that you've set for your business, you know? There's an established amount that I look to make every day or two, because that's essentially what I need to do things like do the necessities, pay the bills and everything, right? So, yeah. And it's funny because then people are like, oh, you see, so he's been so good that he doesn't need any support forever. Like, you're an asshole. Like, how do you not understand how life works, right? That's like saying you were walking down the street, you found a $100 bill, so now you don't need to get paid for the next 2 weeks of work when you go to work. Like, what? It's just stupid talk. Anyway, so, the streak is done. For now. Will we ever have another streak? Perhaps. These things come and go. I'm incredibly grateful to Jinx for getting it started, to everyone else who contributed in any way during this streak. Thank you so very much. I hope those of you, because a ton of gifted memberships came out of this. We started in the low 500s of memberships a week and a half ago, and now we're up to 780. I mean, we were over 800, and then about 25, 30 expired overnight. So that's what I mean, like, a lot of people have benefited from this, and that's a great thing. I hope you all enjoy your gifted memberships. In particular, when Street Fighter 6 comes out, it's going to be pretty hyped to have the membership enabled here, you know what I mean? So, thank you so much for that, and now let's move forward positively, and, thank you, Jinx, and everyone else, but thank you particularly, Jinx, who got that started and continued that for quite some time. Okay.
Go. I got the drip, 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 go.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.